the Defence Acquisition Council, chaired by Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, has cleared landmark plans to acquire 114 Rafale multi-role Rafale fighter jets from France in a deal estimated at about 3 crore and 3.25 lakh crore rupees. Now, that's a massive amount there. The proposed purchase, being described as potentially the largest military acquisition in India's history, may receive acceptance of necessity soon. According to plans under consideration, 18 aircraft would be delivered in flyaway condition, while the remaining jets would be manufactured in India with up to 60% indigenous content. Roughly 80% of the total fleet is expected to be produced domestically, aligning with government's push for defence indigenization. That's the latest as far as a major acquisition cleared by the Defence Acquisition Committee is concerned. Under the chairmanship of Rajnath Singh, the Defence Minister, it has now cleared plans to acquire 114 Rafale multi-role fighter jets from France in a deal which is estimated to be about 3.25 lakh crore rupees. It's an attempt at indigenization of the fleet. About 80% of the total fleet is expected to be produced domestically. What does it really mean for the country? My colleague Krishna Kumar spoke to experts earlier. Take a look.
Biggest acquisition in India's defense history it goes to the Indian Air Force, an Air Force that is, in that sense, at this stage, a bit depleted. It is not up to its full squadron strength. And that is the reason why 18 of these Rafales are meant to be delivered in flyaway condition. But talk to us in terms of the overall deal per se, how the way it is structured as far as, indigenous content is concerned, and the fact that 80% of them is going to be manufactured in India. All of this portends well for the times to come, isn't it?
Absolutely. Look, it stands to reason. Once we have 2 squadrons right now flying, and there are another about a squadron and a half which is going to come for Navy. So it stands for the reason that Rafale should form the mainstay of the Indian Air Force, 4.5 generation aircraft or so that we can say. But at the same time, in the same breath, I also want to say that we, from the DRDO, we somehow have failed the nation because we couldn't bring up the engine which could have supported the Tejas. Had the engine, Kaveri engine, come to the specifications what was required for the aircraft to fly, possibly this, 112 Rafale wouldn't have required. And, when we say that it is Operation Sindoor going on and then we have had this particular go ahead, it's far, far, far long right now. It has got nothing to do with Operation Sindoor. It will not come in next 5 years or so, because right now only a not green signal has been given by the government. There has to be a few huge process right now starting from here. Of course, Indian Air Force has already tried it out, shortlisted this aircraft. It is only the further squadrons we are going to have. But for these further squadrons, where in some TOT, some parts coming from France, which is going to be manufactured here, that is to be dealt with. Surely Indian Air Force would like some of the TOT to be given to India. Now, it's a huge discussion starting from here, because now all feasibility, all groups, they will have to sit down together. Dassault, air manufacturer, they will have to be associated with this. A lot of negotiations will be going on. Price negotiation will be there. And then in the nation, what all components will be made, what all TOTs will be given, that also is there. But then, there are many positives which is going to happen. First, there will be not many of the new add-ons things, because Rafale already has about 18 add-ons from the Rafale what France had. It already has associated type of fitment of our weapons, of our types of communications, of our types of communications with the other squadron, other aircrafts, including the AEWA aircraft. So all these are already there. It is only the negotiation, price negotiation, and the TOT that is going to be there. But this will also set up a platform for the Safran to now come along with HAL to make the engines for for the Tejas,
Right.
whether it is Tejas Mark II or it is Tejas Mark I as well.
Major K.K. Sinha, I'm sure you heard what Group Captain Vyanjaya had to say. I want your thoughts on it. The fact that so much of it is going to be made in India, one, it means that it is meant to boost our own defense capabilities, because if 60% of the components in these Rafales will have to be manufactured in India, and of course 80% of the entire total of 114 aircraft that we are getting have to be manufactured in India, it is going to require quite an effort from India's own defense manufacturing capabilities.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you on this, that, that will give you a huge, leap. One thing, as per my knowledge, is there, HAL has failed us very, very badly. And HAL has been kept out of it. And that is very, very important. We can't keep pumping a thing which is not functioning. We may be saying, that 404 engine, which are supposed to come from United States of America, delay is there. But in spite of the coming, their promises, even now, they have not delivered that. They haven't, they have taken the leeway of, they are saying, they are reporting that, they don't have a testing facility and things like that. So you can't hide behind that. We have to point a finger towards us also. If you see the timing, 2035, this is the timing which we have taken, where the MCA is supposed to fly out, and that will remain the mainstay, probably with the 5th generation, and we are hoping that we will upgrade it to 5.5. This is 4.5 generation.